Hello guys, this is leathertoolz. Today I'm going to talk about this thin blade. This is from Mando, and interestingly you can see a maker's mark at the end. It's from Tina, you can see. So I believe this is manufactured by Tina, which is that produce this type of blade for this knife. And the interesting thing about this blade is that it has a very distinctive color outside, which is purplish blue, almost full purple, and this is from the tempering color of the blade. So I can see that this blade is well tempered, very well. And the other characteristic is that it has a really thin edge, so it's very flexible. You can see, very flexible. And for you guys, I would like to measure how thin this is. So this blade is 0.51 millimeter, and typical blade for Blanchard is 1 millimeter. So this blade is exactly almost half as thickness as normal blades. So it has a very high flex, and has a very thin body, thin thickness, and it goes through the leather quite relatively easily than other thick blades, and it's relatively easy to sharpen. But I don't want to say this blade is the ultimate alternative for the Blanchard indispensable knife, because the edge seems to be not as strong as other steels, so it has a downside. So I would like to show you the cutting performance, and before I cut that, I'll just quickly strap on it. I ground this to single bevel because it's always easy to maintain, and it's sharper grind. Okay, so this is thick leather, vegetable tan leather, 2 millimeter, and okay. Yeah, so as you can see, the blade is not that sharp, not that effective, I should say, but you can get fairly good flex into the edge. So if you are cutting a corner or curve like this, it's fairly easy to make a corner or curve cuts relatively easier than other blades, because the other blades are thicker and stiffer. They are more hard blade. You cannot make this kind of curve cuts that easily. So let me do this again. Same corner. Okay. Yeah, so you can get cut like this. So let's suppose you cut papers. So here's a paper, let's say. Let's suppose you cut this. Okay, so paper cuts are much better. It's because it's thin, I suppose. You don't have to worry about so much about the sharpness. But anyways, it doesn't go through that well, the thick leather. but for thin stuff you can cut very easily with intricate cuts. Yeah. So flex blades are good for these kind of curves, like that. Yeah. So if you are working with thin leather, it could be also good, or if you're cutting out patterns, also good. But this blade, I was never so satisfied with the results because the edge isn't as sharp as I would like to do, or it doesn't cut things so sharply. And I think because it's the steel edge is not so good enough to have a very keen, thin but sharp edge. But then for the money, I think this is pretty cool. You can buy this in Mando in France, in Paris. They sell it around 8 euros or so. Still very affordable price, but there is a reason for it why it's quite affordable. Yeah. So yeah, so this was okayish. It's better than the standard one, I should say, but it's not the best alternative for the blades. So alright, thank you for watching, guys. As always, I see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.